Good morning. We are hitting the road shortly for Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch. We have the 4Runner all packed up. We have all the electrical work buttoned up with the exception of the lights that still need to be installed. Not a big deal. We will take care of that when we get down to our campsite. It's just me and Daff this weekend. The weather is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous while we're down there. Highs in the 60s, 40s overnight. We're going to have a great time. Let's load up into the 4Runner and hit the road. Come here, Dad. We are through St. Louis, well into Missouri, and traffic is just absolutely crawling right now. We have about 190 miles left to go. Hopefully this backup isn't too long and we can get to Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch sooner rather than later. Daphne's just back there chilling, having a great time. It's about 6 p.m. right now. We've got about 3 hours of driving left. And we'll check back in when we get there. All right, we're here. S.M.O.R.R. Let's go get checked in, find our campsite, get set up for the night. All right, we're at our site. I got a site with electric, so you can't see it, but it's plugged in, and I'm gonna hammer out at least the whip light. That way I've got something that I can use when this hatch is closed to cook and just see in general around the site. And I'll show you guys when it's all done. All right, we got everything hooked up for the whip light. Let's go see if it turns on. All right, moment of truth. Switch panel on, whip light, and I saw it kick on. That's gonna be perfect. All right, let's get the remote paired and see. It's from my old one. I couldn't find the remote for the new one. I lost it somewhere when I was working on the 4Runner the other night. All right, we got the remote working, which is great. It's got all kinds of features and modes, but I'm just gonna leave it on the amber for right now to light up back here. Good morning, it's day 1 of 3 here at S.M.O.R.R. We did quite a bit last night, all things considered. Whip lights on, so I have something back here to light up, and ditch lights are almost done. I gotta get this one wired up still. That one's wired up. But by the time I was starting this one, it was almost midnight and I needed to get to bed. So we're gonna get that one finished up this morning. Daphne's just finishing up her breakfast. Let me show you guys our arrangements in the back here. Did get a little chilly last night. This is the little platform that I built just to level everything out. The back seat has a little bit of an angle to it, so super comfortable. Foam pad, sleeping bag, Daphne's bed right there. I loaded everything into the front and then put some stuff under the 4Runner back here. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and it's gonna be great for solo trips. Let's finish getting this side wired up, and then we're gonna run to Walmart. I need to buy a tent, and I need to put it here at the site so that I can leave crap at the campsite and not have to lug it all around. We're gonna get this done, Walmart, get the crap out of the 4Runner, and then hit the trails. All right, rookie mistake. I hooked these up backwards, which is not a big deal. I'll just put the black into the positive in the switch panel and the red into the negative, and I'll fix it when I get home. But man, I need to start paying closer attention. I already goofed this one up once, so to do it a second time, I need to get my act together. Seems so backwards, but I gotta wire the black into the positive and the red into the negative because I goofed up my wiring at the light. All right, let's turn them on. Oh yeah, nice. There we go. That's gonna help a ton at night. I was gonna do this bumper light next, but we gotta go to Walmart. All right, we're back from Walmart. We got our tent set up. We have all the non-essential stuff in the tent. Got all my tools, recovery equipment. We're gonna make some lunch quick and then go hit our first trail. I'm not sure which one that's gonna be. We'll take a look at the map and we'll figure that out. We are all loaded up. Let's get aired down and go hit the trails. All right, we're all aired down. We've got the electronic maps downloaded into a Venza, I think it's called. So in case we get a little turned around, we'll have GPS. But looking at the paper map, we are right here at our campsite. And so I think we're just gonna cruise up and we're gonna hit this trail first called Fern Gully. It's a 4, and then it leads down into some other easier trails. So we'll see. We can always come back and do Peewee's Crossing, which is one of the Badge of Honor trails, and then hit Moab Hill. I don't know. We'll see where the day takes us. It's a gorgeous day. It's like 65 degrees, sunny, a little cloudy and breezy, but man, what a great day for off-roading. So it looks like they changed the rating. On the map, this is a 4, and on the sign, it's a 5. But we'll see what we get ourselves into here. Man, the camera just doesn't do this any justice. Just looking out the side. That's straight. All right, we just got through that first little tip in and my adrenaline is already pumping. That was a good angle and we were right up against a tree. Let's see what the rest of this trail's got. right, this is the hill we just came up. It looked a lot steeper than it was, but I got to go back and grab the GoPro now. Man, it's going to be a lot of this. Up and down, going to get the GoPro. And there's the dog. Come here, Daff. Getting in. Go. Good girl. Good girl. Get in the back. No. Get in the back. Get in the back, please. Thank you. All right. Well, here we go. All right, that wasn't too bad. Little hole here, but straddled the right side, missed that big hole completely, and then just drove on down it. There is a good hill climb coming up here. All right. So we can skirt around that easy enough, and then we'll just go straight on up. I could see where these trails would be tougher when it's wet and when there's more leaves on the ground. This is all just loose rock. There's nothing great to walk on or drive on, and so you get these steep hills and your tires just kind of spin and kick the rocks out. There's nothing for them to really grab. Now what I got to figure out is there's a Y intersection here, and I think the map has me going that way, so I'm gonna back up and I think I'm gonna head that way. All right, looks like backing up was the right way to go. We are coming up to another one. Looks like all these trails are they've been upgraded a level since the map was put out. So Fern Gully, which we just went down, is a 4 out of 6 on the map, and when you get to the trailhead, it's a 5 out of 6. S.M.O.R.R Stopper is a 3 on the trail map, but on the sign over there, they've upped it to a 4. We're gonna run that S.M.O.R.R, oh, it's Stomper. So we're gonna run that, and that spits us back out onto one of the green trails. Fern Gully was awesome. No real obstacles, but very steep inclines and declines. Let's go run S.M.O.R.R Stopper, get back out onto the main road, and we will figure out what we're doing from there. All right, we got a huge ledge. There's no way I'm going up that. Let's see what's over there and then what's up this hill here. We'll go take a quick peek. I'm gonna back up out of the way in case somebody else comes down the trail. All right, that's good enough for somebody to get around. Let's go check this out. All right, so there's no markings for which way to really go and which trail is which, so that's our first option. Doesn't look too bad. That one over there, there's no way. That's like a 4 or 5 foot shelf to get up that. So we're gonna be skipping that one. Let's go see what's down over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're coming this way, hitting this obstacle. Let's see. That looks pretty cool. So I was looking at the map, and the trail we're about to go down is Appaloosa, and that's perfect because that's gonna take us to Cedar Lane, which is like a main trail through the park. Nothing about that was super technical, and walked right up it. Man, I absolutely love the look of this thing from the back. That was it for Fern Gully, S.M.O.R.R Stopper, and what did we end up on? Appaloosa or something like that. The rest of that trail, pretty uneventful. I'm gonna take a look at the map and figure out where to go next. I've got a game plan. We are gonna go to Peewee's Crossing and hit that one, check that off the Badge of Honor app. And then from there, hit Moab Hill quick, it's right by there. Let's head to Peewee's Crossing, it's just up the road, and jump on that one. There it is, Peewee's Crossing, rated a 3 out of 6. Let's get after it. All right, first things first though, I almost forgot this part. Let's check in on the Badge of Honor app. There we go. I think this is gonna be my 7th or 8th badge trail. We are not too far into the trail. And it's not the way that we're going, but I wanna try and hit that. It's nothing super hard, but I still think it'll be fun to go up. So these trail ratings are always interesting to me because that Fern Gully was a 5 and this is rated a 4. That obstacle is more challenging than anything I did on Fern Gully. That's just crazy to me. I don't know how they come up with these ratings sometimes. So as far as I know, this is the big obstacle on Peewee's Crossing, and all these Jeeps, I'm sure getting their badges of honor, just skipped it. Let's take a look. This is a pretty good drop. I think we can get it though. It's not too, that's pretty steep, I guess. That's 2.5 or 3 feet, but if we drag the rear bumper, that's not a huge deal. Or we can come down over on this side. That is super steep. I think we're gonna try that, and from what I've seen, you have to kind of drive up on that tree, which is fine. I'll probably end up hitting my rock sliders, but we'll see. Alright, I jumped out just to give you guys some perspective. I did finally make it through this obstacle. It took me a lot of maneuvering, and then look at this. I don't know if I was on my rock sliders or not, probably, but man, that is close, and I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen back here. We'll see. Hopefully it just bounces off the bumper. Well, hopefully it doesn't hit anything at all. If it does, hopefully it bounces off the bumper. Otherwise, I might be getting another gull wing window. We'll see. That tree isn't sticking out this way, which will help. So let's finish this obstacle up. All right, I have to say, I have been so impressed since I installed the Dobinson's lift kit on this thing. I think it was a little over a year ago now. it has just continued to perform time and time again. And man, I am so happy that I went with that kit. We did crunch this up a little bit. That's not a big deal. That'll pop right back in. There we go. Good as new. So I was debating turning around up here and playing around on that obstacle a little more, but that took longer than I expected it would. So I think the rest of this trail is fairly easy. So we're gonna push on because it's also pretty long. We're also here for 2.5 more days, and Roman, who I've off-roaded with before, is on his way down. He should be here in 4 or 5 hours, I think he said. So we can always run this trail in reverse tomorrow and go up it the other way then. So far, I've been super impressed with S.M.O.R.R and what it has to offer. Just along Peewee's crossing here, there's trails that are rated 5s and 6s. We just passed a 6, and that's the highest on their scale. There is something for everybody here, from mild to wild. So what a great park so far. That was it for Peewee's crossing. We're gonna go up Moab Hill and then head back to camp so I can get some cell service. Roman is probably 3 or so hours away at this point, I'm guessing. So we need to be able to get in contact with him, and by the time we get back, it should be dinner time. So let's go hit Moab Hill and then go back to camp. That was pretty fun. I got hung up here for a second, and I was able to give it a good little bump and got up it. There's a little bit of this left, but that was definitely the hardest part. This is the end of Moab Hill. I didn't film an outro for this video. I ended up going back to the campsite and hanging out until Roman showed up. We sat around the bonfire, had a few beers, caught up, and came up with a game plan for day 2. Be sure to check back in for that video where Roman and I run the Badge of Honor trails, plus a lot of other trails in the park. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.